close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Hold me close till
Hi. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Brawl Stars live stream. We have the Brawl Stars Finals Season 4. It is the grand final today. We are going to be having 4 amazing teams duking it out for the best spot at the tournament today. We have 4 teams. It's Innocence, Tryhards, Dark Omen, Monarchy. I am joined today by Instinct, who is a monthly finals champion from the Sesa region. I'm sure you guys know him, and he needs no further introduction. So, welcome to the stream, Instinct.
Hey, am I audible? Firstly,
Yes.
okay. Hello, everyone. It's good to be here again for the second time. I enjoyed it a lot for the first time, so I'm just doing it again. I hope everyone enjoys, and good to be here, Panda.
Cool. So, we have 4 teams, like I said: Innocence, Tryhards, Dark Omen, and Monarchy. On the roster for Innocence, we have YASHJAGLAN, YAHYA, CLASHY, and Alone. For Tryhards, we have Prashant, SWANKY Ninja, AMAR Jr., and certain Clash. Dark Omen has Vader 9K, KASHIF, QAR Rex, and SUDARSHAN. Monarchy has SRAAN, Victor, Sis, and DAVU. It is going to be a best of 5 maps format with best of one for each map. So basically, at most, we're going to have 5 matches per fixture, or it's going to be down to 3 at least. We are going to be having a third place game followed by a finals game as well. So that's going to decide the top 4 spots. It is a 25,000 rupee prize pool, which is a lot of money up for grabs. So if you guys want to participate in subsequent Brawl Stars finals, make sure to join the link in the description below where you can download the Game TV app and join the respective guilds and Discord servers necessary. Um, we will get started with the matches really soon. Going over the maps, we have Super Stadium, Minecart Madness, Kaboom Canyon, Layer Cake, and Dueling Beetles for the semis. That's going to be our first 2 matches. The first match is going to be between Innocence and Tryhards. The bands are Byron and Meg. So, Instinct, what do you think about the bands and the possible brawler choices coming up for these semifinals in the first fixture?
So looking at the bands are pretty normal. Byron and Mag are one of the strongest brawlers in the meta right now. And I'm guessing that Lola is global banned, or else I would have seen it being banned by at least one team. And if not, we're gonna see Lola everywhere, but I probably think that it's global banned. So I'm expecting to see a lot of Bell mid everywhere because other two mids are basically banned out. The Byron and the Meg can be used on lane as well, but considering the fact that Bell is unbanned, I am expecting to see it mostly everywhere, or I'm expecting to see different rock paper scissors comps as well. And let's see
Mhm.
what's up for grabs.
Okay, cool, cool. So we should be going into our first game any minute now. Speaking about Lola, it is not banned. It's not a global ban, but in the second match, we do have Bell and Lola banned. So uh, you could expect to see Lola because they haven't banned it outright for the Innocence versus Tryhards matchup. I believe. Uh, let's see. I believe that the first lobby is full. They should get started any second now.
So Lola is unbanned, right?
No, it isn't banned, so we should see a
Okay.
lot of Lola.
Mm. It's a very strong bowler with very interesting mechanics. Of course, it is kind of broken, but the plays that you can make with Lola are insane. Like sometimes you can literally 1v3 and the angles you can catch with just the super. Usually, we have seen competitive players to use the super onto themselves just to double up the damage of Lola. But there are certain instances where you can throw super on like away from you or on a different angle from you just to catch the opponent on an off guard angle and finish him. So I'm very interested to see how it goes on.
Yeah, Lola presents a lot of opportunities for creative pinching, as I call it. I've used it to take out like throwards beyond the wall because like it's very good utility. It's an insane super, though I haven't found that much of utility at this point for the gadget. I just feel like the gadget doesn't really do much other than repositioning Lola for you for a little bit. But what do you feel about Lola's gadget instinct?
Yeah, Lola's gadget is. I feel like it's damn insane. Maybe not in certain modes, but in modes like Hot Zone, you can just use the
Ah,
gadget and it'll tank so much shots and so much damage, and like it's a very good utility. If you ask me, it's cherry on top of the cake for Lola. That is the reason why Lola is one of the strongest bowlers because it's very hard to take out its shadow.
I think that for Hot Zone, like you were saying, Ring of Fire seems to be like a really good map for Lola in that
Yeah, it's
case.
probably the best map for Lola right now.
Oh, Ring of Fire, Byron Meg is chef's kiss, man.
Okay, I
Uh,
think we're going into the first match.
yeah, they are readying up. Okay, it is Super Stadium. We have a B mid with Sandy and Frank coming out from Clashy squad. Starting Clash gets taken out by YAHYA early on. Swanky
A
Ninja
very
opting
good
for the
gadget.
Lola, like we said earlier.
Yep, a very good gadget by Yaya to start off with. But now that the Stu has super, he needs to work his way off. Stu is changing lane, which I think he should be. But I feel like they're giving away Yaya too much possession. He can just pass the ball up, use the gadget, and score. Yeah, that's what I exactly meant. Exactly. The lane that they left completely was uncalled for, and I think the swap should have been a bit more fluent. let's see. I hope they stick to their lanes this time or swap
Yeah,
fluently.
that swap was a bit too forced, actually. I think feel like Sargent wanted to break that wall, and he basically played into Yash using his gadget just to pull him in and destroy that lane. And that was an easy first win because it was not exactly good in terms of lane swapping, in terms of positioning, and they completely fed into the Frank tactic. It was basically a Frank versus everybody game, that one.
Yeah, I can kind of understand why Surgeon wanted to switch lane there because obviously EMZ is way better into Sandy than Stu, and Stu is way
Hmm.
better into a Frank than EMZ because yeah. But the swap didn't really happen. Surgeon and EMZ, Surgeon and Prashant just clumped up to the same lane, and Yaya got free position, and I think that's a free goal for them, and they take the bubble set.
Yes, we will be moving on to the next game. It's going to be on Minecart Madness. Like we said, Byron and Meg have been banned, so what do you expect to see right now?
Definitely a Lola mid. Lola is undoubtedly the best bowler on Minecart Madness considering these bans. I'm expecting to see a Lola, a Sprout probably to counter Lola. I mean, there's no hard counter to Lola as of now, but I'm
Hmm.
expecting to see a Sprout to block the movement of Lola, and I also expect to see Spike curveball, but it is kind of risky because it's quite squishy. But let's see. I'm expecting to see these kind of brawlers. Spike, Sprout, Lola mid, maybe a Piper if someone's confident.
Hmm. I feel like Sargent might be the guy who might want to go with something unorthodox. So he, I mean, I think he's gonna run the Sprout. Honestly speaking, with Swanky on the Lola, I think they want to like basically prove that Lola is good because like the last showing of Lola in the Brawl Ball set wasn't exactly impactful at all because they completely got
Yeah.
wiped really soon. So I think they want to make that sort of intention known. Yeah. Only Instinct says EMZ is what
I
Aaron.
mean, I've seen a lot of people say M's, but I prefer saying EMZ. I'm sorry if it's a bit weird for you. I think we're in game.
We're gonna go into the second game. It is on Minecart Madness. We see
Okay.
Bell Lola Spike coming out from CLASHY and squad. Sergeant on the Piper, as I had said earlier.
Amazing
As
two-tap starting of the game. Okay. They won the mid in like a couple seconds, so this should be quite easy. A nice gadget by Clashy just to stay alive. It's gonna be hard for both the Lolas, I feel like. Spike has range and Spike has curveball, so as long as the Spikes don't feed Lola the super, they should be doing decent. But Sergeant is dominating his mid already. He already killed his mid twice, so I feel like it's very hard for Yaya's team to push up now.
yeah, Yaya just doesn't have the specific matchup. I feel because like obviously he has to be mid, but going up against a Piper on this map, especially with the choke points where they are, is very hard to come back from. So once you do get spawn trapped, you're basically kind of trying to break the spawn trap the whole time. Meanwhile, the opposing mid has just all the chances in the world to collect gems there.
Yeah, I think it's game over at this point. The control that both the lanes held was insane. Like Swanky and Prashant. Yeah, see exactly that. The way Swanky used his super, that was just a small instance of how you can use the super otherwise as well rather than stacking it up on yourself. That was a decent show, and I'm expecting to see more plays, more Lola plays, especially now that it's not banned right now.
Hmm. Yeah, especially since Lola isn't banned, you're going to see a lot of different sorts of plays with Lola. Like you said, doubling up on your super with Lola may not always be the best strategy. So, what certain Clash and Swanky and Prashant did was they basically made sure that the mid was basically useless on the other team by cycling their debts, and they ensured that they pushed people back to the point where they just didn't have the opportunity to push back up. Because once you get caught in the spawn trap in Minecart Madness, it's so hard to get out of it. And that's exactly what they did. We will
Right.
be going to Kaboom Canyon next. It's gonna be. I don't think you will see Lola on this though, but I do want to see some nice Nani. Maybe Byron is banned, so you might not see Byron Colette because usually people like to run that. What other comps do you expect to see on Kaboom Canyon?
I'm just gonna repeat what I said, that I feel like both the teams are gonna play Lola again on this map, because
Really?
I don't see a I feel like both the teams are gonna run Lola again on this map. Like, I don't think there's a substitute to how much value Lola can offer. But
Hmm.
yeah, considering the other options, I feel like Piper is a very solid option. Nani is a very good option. Crow maybe might work, because now that people are switching to Lola rather than the long range bowlers, I feel like Crow might get some value by slowing the Lola or getting a double stun going up. Sprout
Hmm.
maybe, but I don't think Sprout is a viable option anymore now that there are bowlers with so much HP to stay alive. But yeah,
Hmm.
my prediction is both the teams are going to run Lola.
Oh, okay. That will be interesting to watch. I'm so used to the standard, like Nani hiding behind the walls, and then what is this? Brock, Piper, Bell, Crow on
Yeah,
occasion, Sprout as well. But I guess Sprout has become quite risky as of the recent past.
it is, because lately tanks are also in the meta, because you can kind of catch other people off guard if you go for tanks. Let's go into
Hmm.
the match. I think it's started.
Okay, we are going to
Okay.
go into the third match. It is tied at one apiece. As expected, it's going to be a lot of long range coming in. We do see a Nani and we do see a Spike. A Lola also on the field, as expected, from Swanky Ninja.
Yeah,
Clashy double tapping Swanky.
but still not enough to get rid of Lola. I think he's gonna catch Yash off guard. Yeah, he does. Yaya's team already on the back foot. I feel like if they just hold this mid position, Swanky already has super. I feel like this is a lot of damage if they just stay alive. A brilliant use of super by
Whoa.
Swanky. Exactly, that is what I was expecting to see, the kind of plays right now. He was low and he finally got taken out by the curveball. But yeah, that is something that you can do very often with Lola.
Sargent has
Just
just been tapping one after the other. He just takes out Clashy with ease. He's also going for YAHYA there, just making sure everybody's back. He's holding the lane, the mids, everything while his team is respawning.
yeah, the game sense is very necessary on this map, especially like the place where he went up and tapped Yaya once, and he knew that Clashy will be there to cover him, so he tapped Clashy again and kept both of them at bay, so his teammates can hold the mid position easily for him. Those are the type of plays that are needed for to make a difference, to make a team win the games. I feel like we're gonna see a lot more from them.
Yeah, and as
Frankie again
Certain
going for the
died,
save.
we saw Prashant using his teleport to go to the back. And what happens with that is that you force a two-man pinch, and that allows certain class to come back without that much of a the risk there. So that was a very, very important play. Even though it seems inconsequential, it actually pushes back and gives you so much more control.
Yeah. Prashant has also been doing a very good job getting his heads. He's been playing amazingly well and distracting many people right there. The amount of
Yes,
time Prashant bought right now is insane. Like, he wasted a lot of shots from the enemy's team and got a lot of damage from there. That is the kind of value you would expect from an Ani head.
yes, I always expect Prashant to waste time. It's one of his fortes.
I think there's a comfortable win. I don't think there's enough time for Yaya's team to come back. So, yeah, the sets are going to be 2-1 in the favor of Surgeon's team right now.
Yeah. Certain team's name is Tryhards. So the one person from Tryhards that we haven't seen today is AMAR Jr. He hasn't played yet. We might expect to see a swap out maybe in the finals or something like that. But right now, we still haven't seen AMAR flexing himself.
Yeah.
The fourth map is going to be Layer Cake. We are going to be going on Bounty. Hey, we have a lot of people from Singapore. Orca was here. We did have Aaron, I believe. Also, we had, I think it was one more person, Bear. Yeah, a lot of Singapore people in chat. How's everybody doing? Let me know which team you guys are supporting. Is it Innocence or is it Tryhards? Put it in the chat with a hashtag. I'd like to see who you guys are supporting right now. So going into Layer Cake, what sort of brawler compositions do you expect? Because I guess the meta has changed a lot since Layer Cake has come back
Yeah.
in competitive. I
So
don't think
lately
that
the
Layer Cake has been in like the competitive like maps for the past, I don't know, few months. I don't think many
yeah.
tournament organizers have been using it, so the meta has changed considerably.
So lately people have been preferring take mid as of
Hmm.
lately because it can control mid very well and it can stop the enemy to take the first star, which is quite important in bounty. Okay, they're in game already, so rather than
Hmm.
protect them, we can just see what they're playing. Okay, you love to see
Oh,
this from Frank, but okay, it's kind of a mirror, but one team went for a triple tank and one team went for a poker double tank. This should be very fun to watch. I feel like it's gonna be depending on the buzz super.
yeah,
Prashant gets a
it's
stun, Yash gets a
100%
stun.
what the buzzes do and how the Poco supports both the buzz and the mortis. Right now, it
Yeah.
seems like the Poco double tank is doing a bit better than the triple tank.
I feel like Yash has been doing amazingly well. He has connected two supers and got two kills in like the first few seconds. I feel like they are giving Frank too much space, so at one point they might get pinched soon enough. So that's a bit risky. Sajin gets a kill on Mortis and gets the first star. Yash gets a very good super on the Frank,
But the
and I
thing
think
is, the
Sajin's
Frank
star is going to get
does.
taken out.
Yeah, Sergeant is going to be taken down very soon. Prashant
Miss
misses his
Superman
super
Prashant
and
and he's friends there with the remote. He's gonna get another super soon though. He's getting triple value. Okay,
so
that might not be the best super, but it does open up the walls. But I can't really tell which team favors the opening. A very good
Clash.
chain by Clashy and a double kill.
That was a very important kill by Clashy because it would make sure that the Frank has to respawn, and that pushes him back quite a bit. But Swanky having the super can just stay back till the end and then possibly do a team wipe. But even a team wipe would not be enough to bridge the gap in terms of the star score right now. 23 seconds
Prashant
left in the
missing
clock.
another super and Yash connecting another super. I think Yash has played perfect this game. He has hit every super. He has got every kill when he hit his super. I feel like, yeah, the buzz. There was a buzz div this game. Unfortunately, I am supposed to not say it that way, but it is that way. But yeah,
Yeah, it was Buzz Diff. 100% Yash played way better than expected. He did outplay Prashant with the stuns, and he hit all his stuns, which is very important. Clashy also making use of his dashes to get those opportune kills, which basically made all the difference. And I think that not only the Buzz Diff, but also the support being brought in by Yaya as Poco allowed them to stay and sustain much longer than they probably could have. And Swanky opening up those walls actually early on in the game, or rather in mid game, made it so that the Poco had more influence in the game than otherwise. Because after that, the Poco could not only heal his teammates but also deal out damage to his opponents. So that was maybe not the best play, but that's what she wrote, right?
yeah,
So right now it is tied at two apiece. We are going to be going into the fifth and final set. It's going to be on Dueling Beetles. So, as expected, it's going to be Lola, right?
yeah.
And what else?
If any team doesn't pick Lola, I feel like they should definitely pick Lola. But considering the other lanes, I feel like there has to be brawlers which can kind of handle the Lola super nicely. I feel like a spike curveball is a very safe choice and a good choice to go for. I'm not really
Hmm.
sure of the third brawler. Maybe a Bell because the Bell bounce is very good when you put the Lola super, and a Bell is a very good lane as well. I would prefer a Lola mid, a Bell lane, and a Spike curveball on another lane. This would be the safest and the most like decent comp to run on with given bans etc. But let's see what they want to run.
I've also seen a lot of people in NA running Frank as well. Surprisingly, it's been working out a lot, especially on Dueling Beetles, and also I've seen people running Jesse as mid on Dueling Beetles as well. To a lot of control actually. So I think that once if you expect a team running Poco tank with something else, I think Jesse's probably the best option because once you get that turret up and you get the spawn trap going, it's just very hard to recover from that. So I guess it
Yeah.
really just comes down to rock paper scissors here as well, huh?
Actually, but that's different strategies. Like if you play Jesse, you're supposed to keep the walls there itself, and if you play Frank as well, when you use your super, even if there's a stun confirmed, you're not supposed to break those walls, like the walls on the enemy side, because even if you get a kill for once, getting back
Mm,
control from Frank on an open lane is quite easy for any range brawler. So
that's
there are
true.
strategies, there are brawlers which use walls, there are brawlers which thrive better when the walls are broken. Like we're also neglecting the fact that Stu is in play. I just got to remember that there's still Stu. Stu is good against Lola, it is decent, but then where the first count that I said, which contains of Bell as well as Spike Curveball, if the players played perfectly, I don't think they'll even feed Stu like his super. So there's no
Mm.
mobility with Stu super. I'll still stick with my first draft, but yeah, I'm really like excited to see what drafts they pick up to get the win because this is the last set and obviously the winner takes it all.
Right. The winner progresses on to the finals. The bans for people in the chat are Byron and Meg, which is why we're not seeing either of them. Otherwise, I would assume Byron is a mainstay of this specific meta because you have so many options for Byron to heal.
Yep.
Hmm. And what are you guys? Who are you guys supporting? I haven't seen any hashtags in the chat. Are you supporting Clashy? Are you supporting certain Clash? Which Clash are you supporting? I want to know. You predict an Amber. Somebody predicts an Amber. Devian says I predict an Amber. I would say Amber is only really run if you expect like somebody to run like what is it? A Terra? I think that's the only possible reason to run Amber probably
I
on this
mean,
map.
some people run Amber just because they are good at Amber. I've seen there's a guy, Jigsaw in NA, who runs Amber many maps. Because there's no hard counter to Amber, but it's just that it doesn't have a lot of good matchups as well. So people refrain from going Amber because there are way better options to go for. But yeah, if you think you're a good Amber, if you think you can get your super efficiently and zone out people efficiently, you can go for it. But I don't think Amber is in meta right now.
Hmm. Going into the next game, we do see a Frank
Hey.
coming up from YAHYA, and we do see a Poco. Whoa, Poco Lola. That's interesting. I didn't
Hmm.
think of that composition before. Yash does have his stun, so that's going to make a slight difference later on. Swanky running the screeching solo star power. Definitely
Yeah,
the better star power for hot zone. 100%. It's so
yeah,
good.
it is.
So
I really love the risk taking that they are going for, but I feel like I would never have gone this comp because when there's a Lola with super, I don't think you can get rid of the super with tanks and it just
mhm.
melts you down. Like, I think this is just a free win for Surgeon's team because they have a spike. Look at that, look at that. The buzz literally vanished while he was full HP while supering. That's so much damage that you can't finish. But again, proving me wrong, Clashy got a very good chain, but yeah, let's see how it goes. I feel like he's doing a very good job as a Mortis till now.
He
If I
does
see
use his
that what I was
bats.
talking about, yeah,
Yeah.
the damage. Buzz can't even get close to Lola. I don't think Lola is killable with this comp if it's played
Yeah,
properly.
they just don't have that range to get in there, and they also don't have the HP to, just stare down Lola and come back into the zone there. It is
Yeah,
84% to 43, but Yaya cannot chain supers on the enemy team because they're just not coming into that range for him to actually make any difference. I
exactly.
have to
It's
say
funny
though,
when we
Clash.
say that. Yeah,
I have to say though, Clashy has been playing really good Mortis. Is just that uh, they're completely outcomped because of the fact that they just can't get close to Lola.
yeah. Sankey's just gonna walk up. Okay, he barely missed. Is there a chance? I don't think there's a chance. Nope. Yeah. So I was just wondering that it's funny how we said that they don't have enough HP to go against this comp when they have a triple tank. That's how strong Lola is in this meta right now. So yeah, they should have went for a Lola comp, but yeah, risk taking is always good. This time it just didn't pay off for them, but good place by the Mortis, good place by the Frank as well. It's just that they were unlucky. Move on.
Yeah, even if you look at just the fact that it's a triple tank comp, you do have a spike on the other team as well.
Yeah,
And also, like, a Poco against a triple tank with Screeching Solo provides so much more utility than you expect, because that extra 1,000 damage just going in every single time you just like super your teammates. It's just hard to actually bounce back from. And we saw that Yash just kept getting melted over and over again.
Yep.
So our next matchup is going to be between Dark Omen and Monarchy. So Dark Omen consists of Vader 9K, KASHIF, QAR, Rex, and SUDARSHAN. Monarchy consists of SRAAN, Imp, Victor, 32, AAREN Sis, and DAVU. So it's going to be the same maps. It's going to be best of 5 maps, best of 1 in each map. So we should get started very soon. We are actually going in the first game. It's going to be on Super Stadium, and
Yeah.
it's not.
Okay. It's a Shelly on Trading Grounds. Let's go.
Uh huh. I it always happens, huh?
They
Hey,
need to
but
stop
but
doing that.
but Critical X didn't take the bait.
Yeah. You were kicked from the team. Wow.
But yeah, in the previous matchup, we did see a lot of Lola being played, and we saw the potential that Lola has in the meta. And it's just so hard once you do have the Lola set up, and especially in a map which is conducive to spawn traps, to actually break out of that spawn trap once you are in that position. And that's exactly what was illustrated by Sardan and team. So Tryhards, I wouldn't say they took the games convincingly, but they did manage to win 3-2. But towards the end, they did show that sort of command over both the brawlers, the meta, and their understanding of the game, which may not have been with Innocence. But I have to give a shout out to Yash, because I don't think that that guy has been in competitive that much lately, but he's a pretty new name, and he did play really well. I feel like the wins that Innocence did get were largely because of both Clashy and Yash playing to their strengths.
Yeah, we got baited again. I want to talk about this as well. That because I'm enjoying to watch these games quite a lot, because we are seeing new players rising up to the occasion and performing well. I've seen like Yaya has been scrimming a lot for the past few months or weeks with us when we used to play. But then yeah, Yash IMP YASHJAGLAN, who is usually considered a ladder warrior, has been performing and showing great results. And Clashy, rising up to the occasion as well. He played amazing Mortis, and other brawlers as well. He played amazingly well. So it's always lovely to see new players emerging and playing well. So yeah,
So we are in our first game now. It is Super Stadium. Uh, Interesting comp coming in from Dark Omen. They opt to use the they opt to use
wow,
the the dynamite, which isn't usually run in competitive as much, but he has been playing it well. Victor basically being baited and using his super there, which basically ensured that Rex was able to get the goal there. And Vader having a really difficult time on lane versus SRAAN. SRAAN actually breaking that wall gives a lot of vantage for the opposing B to actually make um, use of all that range against Vader there. And right now, even though they have a goal up on the other team, it seems to be that the control is not firmly rested on any one team right now.
yeah. So combos, I feel like definitely what was their team names? It's Monarchy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Monarchy.
feel like Monarchy's team comp is way better because they have a late game comp. Gref breaks walls, 2 breaks walls, and then B gets a lot of value, and Dinah loses value eventually, which is supposed to happen. But yeah, uh, but the difference is that the Dinah made a lot of usage while he had the walls, and he got a goal for their team as well. So let's see
Yeah,
how they come back.
the objective for Monarchy right now is to ensure that they score, I guess, before overtime. And for Dark Omen, it's to ensure that they don't get scored on. Rex does have a super. He just needs to stun somebody or push somebody back with the imposing stun. He opts
Yeah.
for pushing the ball back there for cornering it. So Darshan has been quite passive. He's not using his 3K at all right now, and they're just trying to make sure that they whittle down the time as much as possible, which is exactly what they should be doing.
Yeah, I think this game is over. I don't think they can get past Rex. Yep. Victor did try to make a play in the end, but nonetheless, Rex gets the first win. Moving on to the next set.
Yeah, the next set is going to be Minecart Madness. And even though the unorthodox Dyna pick was there with Dark Omen, they did manage to come out on top. Actually, Rex played it so well that he baited Victor. He also got some important kills on SRAAN. And SRAAN, even though he did have his good wall breaks and helped AAREN pressure Vader and Sudarshan, they weren't able to pull back. They weren't able to get that goal which they wanted to get, and that's why Monarchy ended up losing that game. And
Yeah,
even though Vader, I didn't feel like Vader had that much of a presence in that game at all. Actually, I felt it was also Sudarshan and Rex. Uh, what do you think?
true. I feel like the goal that Monarchy got in the first few seconds was a slight misplay by the Stu. He dashed through the ball, so the ball went into the net. I think that could have been avoided, but yeah, that was a slight misplay, which I don't think that should have been a goal.
Hmm.
But other than that, I feel like both teams were holding quite well. Both teams had their ups and downs. But yeah, after a goal, I think it's quite easy for a Dyna to stand behind the wall and an EMC to stand behind the wall and just hold the other players back. And they did it quite well.
So going in the next game, we do see Piper Spike and Crow versus Byron Spike and Meg. So we do see a Byron Meg, but Rex has taken out Arancis early on and has stopped SRAAN and pushing him back. He's also broken the walls there, so that gives
Okay.
him a lot of advantage versus Victor. But uh, I feel like Sudarshan's going to have a very difficult lane now because of the fact that it's so open. He has to deal with Aaron, and I think that maybe that wall break wasn't exactly what they should have gone for at that point in time.
Yeah. They did get the early possession, but yeah, after the Meg gets super, I think he just pushed up. Even though the Crow slowed him, I don't think Piper was in a position to cover and tap him like 3 or 4 times. So the Meg did get some possession. Nice spike super. I love when players don't just narrow-mindedly look into their lane, but have the game sense to look where to lead the game into. Like the Spike was having his 1v1, he could have thrown the super and held his own lane, but he decided to throw it on mid just to stop the Piper from pushing up so Byron can provide as much value as possible.
Hmm. And the Meg has had his super for a long time. The Meg has been up for such a long time. Aaron's just using his heals on the Meg. The Meg, once it comes out of the Meg and has that shield, it just stays alive for so long, and it just makes it very easy to get the super back once again. And as I said, it Strong gets his super.
Yeah, and I gotta say the Byron has been playing damn amazing, like very amazing this game. The heals are very on point. I don't think he missed a heal yet. He has kept his Meg and his Spike alive for most of the game. I mean, look at it. Even if the Meg gets 2 tapped, he gets full HP in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, the Byron has been on point with all the heals, making sure that it's not just always about offensive. He's tapping when he needs to, and he's healing when he needs to. And that's exactly what he's doing right now. Sean is very low, but as we see, Aaron's doing a really amazing job of making sure his teammates are happy, healthy, and completely fine. Very good tap coming in from
Okay,
Rex, which is resetting the countdown. And it doesn't look like they're gonna have. Oh yeah, they just need
they do
a
have
few
it.
more seconds before the gem spawns once again.
That was unlucky and a very good time by Rex as well. Looking at it, I don't see the way they're pushing up. If they can get the reset again. But yeah, okay. They do get a kill and Byron heals the Meg up. I thought the Meg was dead there, the way he went up. Nice tap again by Rex. That saved the countdown again. This game is going quite even. Nice tap again.
Rex doesn't have his super, so he can't really jump up and take extra gems. He does get
Yeah.
his 12th gem, but it is tied up again. Shran again. Oh, Shran in a very awkward position there. Imp Victor does cover for Shran and gives him um, that cover to basically move back, and it is again tied at 13 apiece.
Okay. This is a very messy game and a very close game. I feel like The spike is going a bit too aggressive on the blue team side, on Vedar's side. That's the only difference that I have seen, which could have been done better. But other than that, I think it's just the minecarts randomness which caused this mess. I think that's game. He just needs to jump back. Yeah,
That was a very, very close game, but very messy indeed. But I have to say that all the difference came down to how Rex was tapping SRAAN and Arensis. He made sure
yeah.
that I get that reset with Aaron early on, and then he just kept on cycling his deaths and also like tapping. I feel like I didn't see that much of value coming in from the crow there, but also Sudarshan was kind of very aggro in his lane and not getting much value. In comparison, even though they did win, but in comparison, Victor was complementing his mid and making sure that he used his spike supers in the right place to zone out the opponents. And additionally, it was a perfect play by the Byron, but I would just say that they got pressured in awkward positions and very good snipes from Rex. I feel like Rex's ability to clutch up made all the difference, and it wasn't for any lack in the communication and the ability of Victor's team.
Yeah, I feel I'll definitely say that that complete game has to be attributed to how well Rex tapped other people, because the other two lanes were just Spike hitting his curveballs and supers and Crow hitting them and slowing them. It was all made. The stage was designed so that the Piper could shine, and he clutched up on the occasion.
Indeed. So the next map, I believe, is going to be Kaboom Canyon. So Minecart Madness was won by a Dark Omen, right? And Super Stadium was also won by Dark Omen, right? Yeah, Rex
Yeah,
won
yeah.
both the games for them, I think. So we should be going into the third game. It is going to be a fixture or game point or match point or whatever for Dark Omen. If they win this, they move on to the finals and they relegate Monarchy to the third place game.
Comp wise, I feel like Rex's comp is way better because they have a Crow which kind of counters Meg as well as Byron Colette comp. Yeah, the Brock should take the Meg possibly, and the Crow should take the Colette, because Colette's damage is usually based on the HP of the opponent. So if the HP is less, then damage is also taken less. So in that sense, Crow should be taking Colette in every situation possible. I think Shan is a bot. Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah, Shran
Oh,
is
he
100% a bot right now. Rex is not. Uh, he's capitalizing on the fact that it is a bot. I think Shran is back now.
he's back. He's back. He's
Yeah.
back. Yeah.
Shran is back, and Vader, along with Sudarshan, making sure that Shran has to uh, push back. Victor not able to help Shran heal up, but Shran did manage to get Victor down. Sorry, Shran did manage to get the crow down.
Yeah.
Sudarshan has been tapping a lot. He got down Aaron's sis altogether. Aaron has to have super, but at the same time, the advantage is on Dark Omen's side. They have 33% damage done onto the enemy safe.
Considering the perspective of the enemy's team, I feel like the Colette should try to take the Brock's lane and try to dodge his way through up. And even if he takes a couple shots of Brock, it's not a big deal because Byron can heal him from behind. Yeah, I think that's what he's trying to do. I Yeah, good heals, good heals, good heals. Colette is getting a lot of value right now. This is the time where Shan should try to get his super rather than shooting the safe, so that it's more valuable for him. Okay, that was a bit too late, but I think Shan was getting his super in like one shot. Yeah. Okay.
The,
Pressure is still
Victor,
up.
Victor has done an amazing job of making sure that Shran's healthy off his mech, and even Aaron gets his super while trying
Yeah,
to navigate the whole incoming barrage of attacks. And again, Victor is not even healing up on his own. He's just making sure that Aaron gets his super and is ready to hit the safe. Aaron does
exactly.
go down. Victor is also going to be probably going down. They don't have the advantage in the damage either. It looks like it's going to be 10 seconds left on the clock, and it just doesn't look like they're going to be able to win this one back. But Aaron does have a super. If he uses it,
Oh,
oh my god!
1%. 1%. They did
I
clutch
can't
it
believe
up somehow.
I can't believe that happened.
I feel like that little maneuver that the opponents had was really good. Like Colette distracted for very long, and then the Meg distracted for very long, but in the end they just fell off. And Piper jumped up and got the extra bit of damage that they needed and clutched up for their team. I think the Piper did a very good job. Like Sudarshan played Piper in Heist, and Rex played Piper in Minecart. I think the
Yeah.
Pipers did a very good job in their team.
But all the difference actually happened because SRAAN was a bot in the beginning, and if you remember, Rex capitalized on that and got a lot of free damage on the safe. So I feel like probably the better comp was the Byron Meg Colette comp. It was only because of the fact that Victor was playing it way better and ensuring that his teammates were up and healthy the whole time. But unfortunately, because of the early damage from Rex, it wasn't the case. So Dark Omen progressed to the finals, and our finals are going to be between Tryhards and Dark Omen, and the third place game is going to be between Monarchy and Innocence.
Yeah, I don't think they're in lobby yet. Maybe taking a bit of a break. I
Hmm.
don't know.
We should be getting the bans for the third place game in a few minutes. Uh, I guess it's probably going to be a few minutes. Let's see.
Divyansh, I think it's gonna be third place first and then finals in the end.
The maps for the finals and the third place games are Pinball Dreams, Brawl Ball, Gem Fort, Gem Grab, Hot Potato, Heist, Shooting Star, Bounty, Ring of Fire, Hot Zone. I like these maps actually.
Yeah, the maps are amazing. I feel like just this one map, Pinball Dreams, is a
Yeah.
very slow-paced map, and it's very comp dependent. Like if you have a lane winning, you'll win the game. If you have the lane losing, you'll lose the game. You just have to play it slow, play it calm, and eventually just spawn trap them forever and find one opportunity to score. But other than that, I feel like all of the games, all of the maps are very less RPS and mostly quite fair for finals.
Yeah. But also, I guess it depends on the bands. If you're going to see Byron Meg band, then 100% you're going to see Lola. If you see Lola Bell band, then you're going to see Byron Meg, right? So I want to see
Yeah,
what.
but to be very honest, I would like a Lola ban because the map Spinball Dreams, Lola is the best mid. Gemfort, Lola is arguably the best mid or a very good lane. Hot Potato, Lola is 100% the best mid. Shooting Star, no one's gonna play Lola. And Ring of Fire, Lola is the best brawler in the game for Ring of Fire. So rather than keeping it too monotonous, I would like a Lola ban, but even if it's not banned, I guess it's fine. You'll just see some plays made.
Mhm.
Are we taking a break or are we going into third place first?
Uh, we're going to be going into third place, but right now they're just getting the lobbies and everything assigned. But who are you guys looking for? Who do you think is going to win the third place game between Innocence and Monarchy?
I should be quite unbiased, but I feel like Innocence didn't deserve to lose the first game, and I feel like they should try their best to win them
So the
now.
third place game, the ban is going to be Lola and Byron.
Okay, nice.
I guess the teams probably heard you.
It's good that it did.
Just I'll just give you the information once I get all the information.
Hmm. I'm guessing Innocence banned Byron because the opponent team it was Dark Omen, right? Or was it Monarchy?
Yeah.
Dark Omen played like amazing Byron. The
No,
IMP
the
Victor
team
guy.
they're facing is going to be Monarchy.
Okay, Monarchy. So
Yeah, they
IMP
played a lot of
Victor played Byron amazingly well. His heals were very on point, so it makes sense to ban Byron against him.
Yeah, exactly. When are the finals? The finals are going to be after the third place game. How is the prize distributed? Um, I think it's on the Discord, but I'm not 100% sure. But I'd assume it's like 10K to the winners, 5K to the runners up, and then like it's broken up based on like the other top 8 teams. Not 100% sure because I myself have never been a participant, but once I get this information, I'll let you guys know. The next game should start in about a minute or so. We see the lobby being created, and people are already inside the lobby.
Yeah. So the general brawlers I'm expecting to see on Pinball are Surge, Spike, Curveball, Tara, Sandy, maybe a Barley as well. But yeah, probably one of those brawlers. And whoever wins the RPS wins the game.
Okay. For people asking again, the maps for the finals are going to be Pinball Dreams, Gem Fort, Hot Potato, Shooting Star, Ring of Fire.
टीम्स कौन सी है पांडु टीम्स हैं इनोसेंस जिसमें आईएमपी यशजगलान एसएफआई क्लैश एंड अलोन वर्सेस मोनार्की जिसमें है श्रान आईएमपी विक्टर 32 आरएनएस इन द
And the finals teams?
And the finals teams are Tryhards versus Dark Omen. Tryhards consists of Trashan, Swanky Ninja, Amar Jr. and Surgeon Clash. Dark Omen consists of Vader, KASHIF, QARX and SUDARSHAN.
Mm-hmm. Brackets are up for rules. Yeah, actually, we have to go in the first game. I did want to talk about the brackets for rules. That's very interesting. In fact, Instinct and I were talking about it.
Yeah. Yahya has been doing pretty good on the Sandy as well. I saw him play Sandy on the Broadwell map, which was Super Stadium, right? In the first game, yeah. He played very good Sandy there as well. He's doing a good job winning his lane. I really don't feel like Sandy, like a Frank should go against a Sandy. I feel like Griff is very good against Sandy because Frank is just gonna feed Sandy Supers, and in Sandy Supers there is a possibility of Frank winning a Griff as well, just with the sneak ability, just like he did right now. I think this is a goal. This should be a goal. Oh, wow! What a nice gadget by Yash. That was actually insane. He got a double pull and Clashy got a super onto the goal.
He also avoided the mark by AAREN and first goal for what's the team's name again?
Yeah, IMP Victor with another clutch play. Okay, Yash. The frags are popping off right now. Plays made here and there. I love how the Franks are playing. One gets a double step and goes for the goal. The other stops the goal using his gadget. This is a fun game.
I really like this new gadget that they gave Frank. It just changes up the meta quite a bit, and it also gives Frank viability in the meta.
Yeah, I love its name as well. The gadget's name is Irresistible Attraction. He's having a tough job against the Griffin Open.
I think Frank's gadgets have always been kind of awesome. Even the other one, I think it's the only brawler which has its own soundtrack, right, with the gadget?
Yeah, it is actually.
Anyway.
DAVU needs to hold left side. We need the Frank to come up and get in a position where he can use his super efficiently. I don't think that was the place to use his super, but nonetheless, they are pushing up slowly. If YAHYA gets a super right now, I think... Yeah, if YAHYA gets a super right now, it's over. I think it's over already. Yeah. So a little bit messed up communication by them. I feel like there were a couple instances where the red team could have scored, but they messed up a bit. But nonetheless, Yash played amazingly well on the Frank.
Yeah, Yash played amazingly well. Victor also played pretty well, but Yash just had his card. He had his calling card. He knew what to do, and that made all the difference. I also have to say that the matchups which AAREN and team were trying to go for weren't exactly the ones that they should have gone for. Like Monarchy, like you had said earlier, I think the Frank should have gone mano a mano, and the Sandy should have faced off against, or rather the Griff should have faced off against the Sandy, because they gave YAHYA so much of value just having that lane with Victor. And what was interesting to note was that DAVU actually opened up the lane at the start, which allowed YAHYA to get so much of value against Victor and AAREN.
Yeah, so that's something that in the pro community, something that's noted, that when you're supposed to use the Griff gadget when the opponent doesn't expect you to. because if you use it instantly, he'll just use the wall break to stun you and kill you instantly, because Griff is 4 shot for the Sandy. But if you get a wall break and get out of range of Sandy in time, then it's a free lane win. Like, you can just keep range and then just cycle supers on Sandy, and if Sandy peeks out of the box, he's dead already. It's actually like a pretty free lane for the Griff if played decently. So just a
Mhm.
slight misplay in the start costed them the goal.
Yeah, exactly. We are going to be going into Gem Fort next. So, what do you expect to see in Gem Fort?
I would love to see a Max, like irrespective of the bans or any brawlers. I would love to see a Max EMG Sandy, or a Max Gene Sandy, or a Max Gene EMG, some kind of comp like that. But I think
Mhm.
that's asking for too much, because everyone's playing for win, so you would expect them to go for brawlers like Meg, or I still probably see a Sandy, because it has like very insane value once it gets a super on Gemford.
Hmm. When do you think a person would run Sprout mid in Gem Fort? Because I do see that being played sometimes in competitive. So, when do you see Sprout mids in Gem Fort?
You see Sprout mids when Byron is banned, first of all, and if you're sure that opponent is gonna go for a bell or something like that, which does confirm get three shotted by the Sprout. Even if it's a four shot, I would never recommend for them to go for Sprout, because, for example, they play a Gene which gets four shotted by a Sprout. You're not assured that you'll hit four straight shots on the Gene, and Gene can just push up, get onto your face, and auto you three times or four times, and he'll get his super. So it's very
Mhm.
risky. And even when there's a Byron, even if you hit three shots, Byron is technically three shot, but like he can use his gadget and push up and like take more shots. So it's very risky to go Sprout mid on this. Okay, we
Right.
see a Gene.
We are going to the next game. We do see a Gene. We see a
We
Gene
see a
mid
PSG
actually both sides.
Shelly. I definitely
Gene
think it's a
Shelly,
troll pick.
Gene Shelly do have pretty good synergy, but the thing is,
Yeah,
that's when the Shelly is close to the Gene and has super already. But when you have a Shelly leaning against a Terra,
free
it's just
super for the
asking for,
Tara.
yeah, it's just
Yeah.
asking for trouble.
Gene Shelly is
Clash with a
only a
spin
good
there.
duo in duo showdown comp, not basically in 3v3. He does get a
They
super though before Tara, somehow.
and
Wow,
he does confirm the kill.
he's winning a Tara lane and pressurizing the mid as well. So some plays are being made. I thought it was a troll pick, but AAREN says he's playing it well and making it work. Wow. Yeah,
And he
I
gets
think that
another
was a
kill.
misplay from Yash. He should have used his gadget. I think that's a bit too over aggressive.
Hmm. And
Nonetheless, the
Aaron using
gems
his
are still
walls.
equal. Yeah.
And also using his walls very well. Actually, Victor could have actually picked up the gems earlier, but he waited for too long, and now Yaya has his super, so it's gonna be very risky for Victor to go and pick up those gems. Wow, that was a risky pull, Yaya. He did manage to get that kill though on Aaron Sis, and that allows Yash to basically have free lane there.
Wow.
But
Good pull,
again,
good pull, good pull. And a wasted pull by the Tara. That is a bit too bad for Yaya's team. I feel like
yeah,
RNCs can just hold on to the wall. Hold on to the wall in the mid. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just go, just go. I would have gone in the mid and just get pulled, because I don't think he can kill me instantly when he gets. A really nice pull by Yaya. Hmm.
I have to say I didn't expect this sort of outcome from this specific comp,
Yeah.
but I have to say it's all been Aaron just distracting Victor going up too close, and he's also going to get pulled and taken out there. They're going to get the reset and
Wow.
the gems. Good gadget
Amazing
coming in from
slow.
DAVU.
I don't think that's gonna make much of a difference though. If Ariensis gets super now, slow him down, slow him down. Nice. Wow, this game is messy. Bit of a miss super by Clashy, but he does get the kill with the help of Yaya, and they do get the countdown again.
They do have enough gems as well. Yaya doesn't
Hmm.
even need to go for the next gem.
Okay, I think that's game already. I feel like the Tara kind of misplayed. Yash didn't play the best Tara that he could have this game, but
Hmm.
eventually he did get the reset and he did get the gems out of the opponent's spawn. So I
Yeah,
guess
talking about the comps that they did run, like in terms of the lanes, Yash did have lane on Aaron, and even Clashy did have lane on Davu. It shouldn't have been as close or as messy as it was. and that is
Yeah,
all because of Aaron. Unfortunately, I think that one of the misplays was Victor. At the end, he was moving towards Yash. He wanted to get his super, but in effect, he gave Yash his super as well, and that allowed Yash to pull Victor and get the reset, along with that nice, very very nice. Um, uh, was this very nice play coming in from Clashy there. He was making sure that he could pick up those gems and move back, and that's exactly what made all the difference towards the end. But I have to say, a lot of props to Aaron Sis for that insane chili play.
yeah. He did play pretty well. He won his lane twice in the start, and that got his team most of the gems. But unlucky because Shelly can't hold against a spawn trap. Like it just can't. You did try your best, but it's just the comp. So eventually, you are gonna lose if the opponents
Yeah, and at
get
that
the
point,
best.
Aaron had already used up all of his pigeon clay
Yeah,
pigeons,
clay pigeons.
so it was just very difficult to come back from that. The next map is Hot Potato. I think it's one of my favorite ice maps to watch, especially in competitive. What do you
Yeah.
expect to be run in Hot Potato?
People do run Edgar every single game lately because no one's gonna take two Edgar counters on lanes. They are gonna take a Bardley or a Ruffs or something like that. So I feel like Edgar is a very good pick because it deals damage and gets one lane for free as well.
Hmm.
So I would like to see an Edgar. Maybe what are the bans again? The bans are Byron and Lola,
Lola,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, so I might see a Ruff on another lane, maybe a Barley, maybe a Rico, and a Bell mid. Something around those lines.
I think Bell mid would be standard, right?
Yeah. No, so, yeah, so some people run EMZ mid as well just to counter the triple tank comp.
Oh,
But
Aaron going
they're
for
playing EMZ lane.
they're playing EMT lane, and also we do see a thrower in the form of a Dynamite. Yash is in a very awkward position. He's going to be taken out
Yeah.
right there.
They do get position. I don't think EMZ should be playing lane though. I don't think EMZ has any value whatsoever on lane because there's not much angles which you can use to get the opponents off guard. While if you're in mid, you can just use the grass, sneak up, and get like very good angles against the opponents.
Yeah, and also I feel like the lanes that Yash is going for, even though he's winning it, very risky. Like I personally wouldn't jump on a spike like that, especially with like a spike having super. It would just be very, very like risky, and you'd basically
Yeah,
possibly give up a lane altogether. Again with another jump, which is very, very risky. He does get the trade, but I don't think that was exactly what they should have gone for. I think that
yeah.
just
This
getting the
jump,
kill
I
and
don't think, I don't think this jump gave him that much of value that he wanted. But yeah, considering what good Edgar's try to is if the spike wastes even one or two shots, like if he wastes two
Mhm.
shots on mid or something, he would definitely jump on the spike because definitely he won't get one shotted by the spike. So I think one of the jumps was pre-planned. The other jump, I think the spike just misplayed by not clicking the auto aim button faster enough. But other than that, the game is still quite close and up for grabs for any of the team. Clashing with
Yes,
the whiff
indeed.
of one super. I feel like they need to pinch the spike and kill the spike quick. Okay, they don't manage to do that, and DAVU plays amazingly well. He holds the EMZ back. So this is what I mean. EMZ is getting no value when he's on lane. The one time when he did good was when he went through mid and got a super and killed the Jessie.
That's also there, and also the fact that some of these jumps by Yash have been super risky and actually not paying dividends. He hasn't got trades in all of his jumps either, and he's also like they've allowed Victor to put the turret in such aggro positions in specifically insane choke points, which doesn't allow them to move back up. And Yash just trying to go in for the safe damage there
Yeah, I
isn't
think
going to
it's
make
game
any
over at this
difference.
point.
I feel like one of the biggest issues I see in uh, semi-competitive and even on ladder is that a lot of people see Rico and Hot Potato and think that okay, I'm gonna go mid with the Rico and Hot Potato, but that may not always be the best option because they see the walls in the mid, right? And they think that okay, I can use the walls there, and that's probably like a good idea. But when you are in competitive, usually that's not going to work against like experienced players.
Yeah. So Rico is good on mid, no doubt, but it
Hmm.
has the same utility on the lane as well. There are same angles, if not better angles, on lanes for Rico, and there are brawlers like. I feel like they could have simply won the game if Yash went for the dynamite or the Jesse every single jump of his, and EMZ went mid rather than lane. So considering an optimal situation where Yash jumps on Jesse rather than dynamite because dynamite is keeping his range, Yash kills Jesse and maybe dies or maybe survives anything. EMZ can push up through mid and kill the spike or kill the dynamite by catching him off guard or something. That would have been the ideal situation.
Hmm. Hmm. So the set score is 2-1. I forgot who favors.
I mean, Yash's team's favoring 2-1.
Okay,
Innocence.
so Innocence. Okay, okay. So the next game is gonna be, I think, my favorite bounty map is Shooting Star.
I hate that
Uh,
map.
why?
I
Explain.
think it's a bit too monotonous. There's no positioning, there's no game sense or anything. If you're mechanically better, you win. It's as simple as that. There's nothing
I,
to like use your brain on this map. It's just skill. It's just pure raw mechanical skill.
I think that's probably why I like this map. So, what comps do you expect? They're pretty standard comps, but what do you
Yeah,
expect?
Piper, Nani, Tick. Nothing else. Maybe a Brock instead of Tick, but nothing too special.
What about some people run Sprout mid? What do you think about like?
No,
I've
I
seen people
think
run. I've seen people run double thrower, so like take Sprout and another brawler, like I think Nani sometimes.
when do you see double thrower run on this map?
I saw a lot in NA this last week, like a lot
Uh,
of it in NA, and the bans are just Byron Meg or yeah, the bans are just basically Byron Meg.
hmm,
Also, I mean, like NA and EU are kind of wild, right? So yeah, I saw BB Byron, sorry, BB Frank and what was that?
Poco.
Mortis being run, not
Okay.
even Poco, Mortis being run in this map, and they managed to win.
Yeah, I mean that is basically rock paper scissors. The BB Mortis Frank comp counters Nani, Piper, and Tick like very easily. Piper can hit at most 5 shots at one time, but can't kill all three tanks itself. And Nani can't hit all 3K shots itself. So yeah,
Hmm. And
we
you were
see
kind of right. We see a bell though.
we don't see a thrower. We see Brock run by both the teams, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, Tick does have its utility. Obviously, Brock does as well. So it's basically who hits more shots on a completely open map.
Yeah, they broke all the important walls also at the start, so you don't
Yeah.
have any of that. It's all about dodging. It's all about keeping their distance and utilizing. Uh, I would say just people moving up too much. Exactly. So Clashy caught out SRAAN because SRAAN overcommitted there.
Yeah. On this map especially, like no one loses like hard loses lane. If someone dies, it's probably because of a pinch. No one just goes up and gets two tapped by a piper, like usually. Or they just die to a nani head. That's something which is common on this map. Because if it's simply a 1v1, if you just get hit, you just go behind the wall and heal up and come back. It's just that you have to catch the opponents off guard and pinch them out on places where they don't even expect.
45 seconds left in the clock. 2-star lead from Innocence. Clashy does get caught up by SRAAN just a few seconds there. And Alone is pushing Arensis back. It seems to be pretty even right now. Alone is very low, as is Yash, and Clashy does get a tap onto SRAAN, and Alone is going to be taken out by Instinct, but that is.
Amazing targeting by the Nani. Because there it was 5-3, and even if he got any kill, either Piper or the Bell, they wouldn't have been winning. He had to go for the Brock and he delivered. Wow. Wow. I need to see what happened again. I feel like they traded like 3 kills at one point of time. Like two of them died on uh, a red team and one of the guys died on blue team. So red blue team was in favor of more stars.
So what happened
Three
was
kills
actually
is
Victor killed Clashy, and Clashy killed Victor at the same time. So that basically traded blue stars back and forth.
Yeah, and then one more guy died. I think the Brock died as well to the nanny in the same
In the
scenario.
same, yeah,
Yeah, that was
that was
quite
kind of
fun.
insane. You love to see it. I mean, not if you were that team, but basically that ensures that Innocents get the third place and Monarchy take the fourth place. So very difficult, especially considering that Monarchy did play that bounty set very well, but at the end of the day, it just came down to that last second and that last tap. So we should be moving on to the finals. The finals are going to be between Tryhards and Dark Omen. Tryhards, super strong team with a lot of achievements under their belt, being pressured by Dark Omen today. Dark Omen consisting of Vader, Kashif, QRX, and Sudarshan, and Tryhards have Prashant, Swanky Ninja, Armor Jr., and Certain Clash. Same maps. It's going to be Pinball Dreams, Gem Fort, Hot Potato, Shooting Star, Ring of Fire. I expect Byron Mech to be banned. Oh, wait. It is best of 7 for the finals. They changed it right now. I'll just send you that information.
Okay,
I So they added 2 more maps. Oh, they've
but
changed
still best of
everything.
one per set, right?
Yeah, it's still best of 1 per set, but the
Okay.
maps are kind of different. So I'll just go over the maps. It's going to be Pinball Dreams, Hard Rock Mine, Bridge Too Far, Gem Fort, Hot Potato, Shooting Star, and Ring of Fire.
Yep.
I wish Ring of Fire was in between instead of at the end.
Ring of
I
Fire is, yeah, it is at the end.
Yeah, I feel like it should have been earlier on, just so that people get like a bit more variety. Because we do see a lot of Gem Grab and Brawl Ball, and we don't see enough of other game modes. I feel like, considering the fact that Hot Zone is like a relatively new competitive mode, it needs to be there more.
They did change maps though. Like it's
A
not.
few maps.
Yeah, I'm very looking forward to see Bridge Too Far and Heist. I think it's a very fun map.
Hmm. I still haven't got the bands though. I think. Oh wait, I do have the bands. There are 4 bands this time. It's not going to be 2 bands.
Okay.
Ooh, this is interesting. So the bands are Action Stew, Lola, and Rico. That's a lot of
The
bands.
Rico ban is kind of interesting for me
Hmm.
because yeah, it's good on Hard Rock, it's good on Gemfort, it is good on Hot Potato and good on Ring of Fire as well. It does make sense, but usually people don't ban Rico because it's not that hard to deal with. It is
Ad-
quite
Additionally,
decent.
like Ring of Fire is the last set as well, right? So I guess the effectiveness of the band is also like
Yeah.
they expect to go to the 7th game, so that's kind of why I don't like that band. But Ash and Stu, what do you think about Ash and Stu being banned? I didn't
Ash,
expect the
I don't
Stu to be
really
banned.
know. I mean, Stu is fine, but I didn't really expect an Ash to be banned because I haven't seen Ash played anywhere. It is a good brawler, definitely, but it's gone off meta. It's like now people have understood how to deal with Ash, how to take super from Ash when it's slowed down, how not to feed him the level 3 stage when he's on certain positions, etc. So yeah, but it should be fun to see with these bands. Now that Byron, Bell, and Meg are in play, we're probably going to see a lot of them.
Yeah, especially on Ring of Fire.
Yeah. On pinball as well, I feel like now one team might go Bell mid, one team might go Byron mid.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
I think it might be a difference of whether like teams decide to go Byron Meg or not. Honestly, in a lot of these maps, even
Yeah,
like Hard Rock Mine, Byron Meg is also really good.
it is.
Pinball
Just
Dreams
wait.
as well. Bridge Too Far is going to be, I think, probably the most interesting set because it comes down to like mechanical ability to a large extent and also pinching.
Hmm. I do have some comms in mind on Bridge Too Far, but again, I feel like Bridge Too Far will be too RPS with these bands. Some guys will think of going for a Meg, and then people will try to counter it by Spike Curveball. And then when people see Meg as well as Spike Curveball and Piper and Byron, they might go for a Sprout. A Sprout is a
Well,
very annoying pick when This map was in Power League. People used to go Sprout last pick and literally destroy the other team on this map.
But then, like, I feel like your thought process on that is interesting, but it is best of one, so you can't really adapt based on what people take.
Yeah, but for even for the first draft, I think they'll have to think a lot of what to go.
Oh, we see a Surge Con coming up.
Wow, we're seeing a primo and some spinning. Yeah, that was a walkthrough, and they're playing a triple tank. I feel like Surge will get a lot of value into this comp if played well. Wow, let's get the ball as well as. Okay, he tries to make a play. That was a very
Oh,
valiant attempt, but
but
one
I
down in
feel
the
like
end.
they just do not have the damage in order to take down the triple tank, and that was a very fast first game.
Like when you have comps like these, you're against a triple tank, of course. You're supposed to hold the ball onto your possession and make the opponents work their way through towards the ball and feed you supers in the process, which they didn't do
Mm,
it quite well, and they gave away the ball position to the opponent team quite easily, which is why
right,
they got
right.
two early goals.
Yeah, but also I guess like at some point, like because you have a triple tank going up against this comp, which obviously doesn't have that burst damage potential, you can afford to like sacrifice one or like half your health or more just to take the ball away from them as a tank, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I feel like at the start itself, like I just think that going up against these comps together, it's just they don't have an answer for even a tank, like even one answer for a tank there.
Yep.
I think that also like they would have to rely heavily on the buzz, and they would have to like pounce together. And honestly, the only way buzz could get value is if all three tanks were at the same point and same position when they got stunned.
Hmm. Right. Like the Surge can just at most hit three shots on one tank, and that won't even kill anyone.
Mhm. Okay, we are going to be going into the next game in a few seconds now. It's going to be on Hard Rock Mine.
I think we're into the game.
Hmm?
Yep, we're in the game.
We see a
We
Frank coming
see
out from Rex.
we see very weird calls coming from both the teams.
I haven't seen Pamid in a long time on Hard Rock
Yeah.
Mine. Swanky getting that kill on Vader. Sergeant is just using his positioning just to,
Wow.
the bully allergy. I would love to be Sergeant right now.
I mean, yeah, against a Pam and a Frank, it is kind of fun. Wow, this is not fun to be the Frank. You don't even have the gadget to take care of the thing. Oh, nice slow. Whether it's gonna get a kill on Swanky, probably. Yes, no, no. Wow,
I
okay.
feel like the teams have forgotten which side is their base.
Rex gets a kill. This is a very messy game. I think this might go like any team. If Sudarshan gets a Sandy Super right now, I think it's favoring the other team. A really good gadget by Weather, but he's gonna go down.
Oh, and
Hmm.
countdown.
Yeah, that's probably game. I don't see a way for them to come back from this.
Swanky finessing Rex, and this looks like it's going to be game. Surge doing Surge things as expected. We will be going into the next game, which is going to be Bridge Too Far. Uh, Tryhards have taken two games on the trot, and I have to say it's not unexpected, considering how prolific the team members are.
Yeah,
What do you expect to be played for Bridge Too Far?
I would love to see a Sprout to be honest, but considering the mindset of these players, I can't really tell. I feel like they might play a Buzz as well. Buzz is very fun to play on this map, and you can kind of outplay people using. There's a technique with the double gadget, which I love how people play it. So basically, you click on the gadget, wait for the like reload of the next gadget. So what you do is you grapple, and while grappling, you click on the next gadget of the bus, and then you can travel like double the distance in one go.
Right, right. I also feel like, yeah, I know that eccentricity, sorry, idiosyncrasy that is there with that. But I also feel like this team, Tryhards, as they
Yeah.
win more and they have a less possibility of losing everything. They take progressively more trolley comps,
Yeah,
which
yeah. Now
is
they
what's
did.
happening.
I feel like there should be a very easy win for Sudarshan's team because what they're supposed to do is let the Colt and Max go for damage and let B defend alone. If I were in their case, that's what I would have done because B can literally 1v3 the comp they have. And very good picks by Sudarshan Vedar. Usually, like the underdog teams get demotivated once the better team picks brawlers which are troll, but this
Yeah,
team
like
is coping up very well and like getting good picks. They predicted that they'll go a troll comp and they answered it quite well.
yeah, I think that's probably why the B was taken and the Max as well, because I think together they do a lot of like chip damage over time, and that
I
just
really
completely.
don't think Colt should be defending. I feel like Colt just has to go up from a free lane and let the B defend. I don't know. I don't know. They're doing it completely opposite, and I think this might cost them the game.
I think it's also probably the fact that it's an unexpected comp that they're going up against, so that kind of nerves probably is getting to them because it's
Yeah.
not expected, right? Not at all,
Yeah, yeah,
especially
yeah.
on this map. And now what's happening is that these guys are just chaining their supers and just going on safe for damage. It's not even
But
that they're playing triple tank well. It's just that these guys aren't using the opportunity to make good use of the comp advantage that they do have.
yeah, I feel like that Colt should just try to hit the safe, hit nothing but the safe because they already have a comp to take care of everything. This might be game soon,
Yeah,
or
because
maybe not.
I mean, Swanky just needs to like take a little bit of damage, get his super, and just jump in. And same with Sargent. So
Yeah. I don't know why the Colt fell back up till this far down. I think he should have been going up and doing the damage, and they might have won by now if the Colt stayed there. I think that's game. Yeah.
that yeah, that's game. So I don't think they should have lost that game at all. I feel like they played it completely wrong, and
Yeah.
that's probably. I think the nerves of facing like an unorthodox comp on ladder basically ensured that they played it wrong because like Rex was confused about whether he should go up or come down or what was going on there, and that basically
Hmm.
cost him the game. So we
So
are
we are
still
3-0
separated,
into.
and it is best of seven. So one more game is match point. It is grand finals point. Favoring Tryhards, we are going to be going into Gem Fort. Uh, I would ask you what comps to expect, but I think that is probably a foolhardy question considering we just saw a triple tank on Bridge Too Far.
Yeah. I won't even be surprised if they're gonna play a bow or something on Gem Food right now.
Mm. But okay, let's just do this exercise just for the sake of doing it. What comps do you expect from Gem Fort?
I don't know, bro. I think yeah, a Gene mid would be good. A Byron mid would be good. And considering the lanes, I feel like Sandy lane or Tara lane or an Amber lane or a Rico. Some people who know how to Rico well can actually win any lane on their Rico side, on their side where they're playing the Rico, which is kind of
Hmm.
admirable. I've seen very good Ricos on this map. Going
Okay,
into the
going into the
game,
next game.
we see a Squeak, Mortis, and Diana from Surgency,
Mm.
and we see a Shelly, Mortis, and Jean from their team. I feel like they saw the Mortis pick coming. Actually, they kind of counter their com. The Mortis can just keep on going on to the Diana, and the Shelly can just go on to the Mortis.
But I feel
Again, I'll
like it
just say it.
really depends on how Sergeant Clash plays against Rex there. I think that's
Yeah.
going to make all the difference.
But I feel like they should win this game, to be very honest.
I mean, let's not go there because they should have won the previous game as well.
That's true. Nice super. Okay. Wow, that was a very good gadget by Surgeon.
Oh, they forced Sudarshan to take up the gems, and that's going to make
Yeah.
sure that they don't have that aggression. It's looking dicey, actually, I would say, because of that. But it really
Sudarshan with
depends
a
on
good
how.
position. Wow. Those shots by Swanky, he had predicted the Mortis.
So
The
it really
the
depends on
team
how
can't find
Rex
a
is
way
going to
to
pull.
push up. Yeah, Sudarshan with a nice aggression. He got the kill on Dinah. They get the kill on the Squeak as well. Okay, now what they can do is Mortis can hold the top left corner and Shelly can hold the top right corner, and Mortis just has to go for the Dinah optimistically. That's just one way where they can win this game and hold possession. Rex is going a bit too aggressive. He needs to heal.
Rex is giving way too much value to Sardan there.
Yeah, so Darshan might get double kill
Oh,
here. He's doing a good job. I don't think he
Prashant
should
hard
stay there for
predicted
very
that pull.
long. Yeah. I feel like Sudarshan should die here. Take the shot and die. Never mind. They have a countdown, so I think it's fine.
Yeah, Vader just needs to get his
Prashant
super
going
there.
in and gets obliterated. Okay, that's game. Yeah. Maybe?
Oh, oh,
Wow. Wow. Don't tell me.
whoa, wow.
Swanky can't escape that. They'll get the gems. Okay. Oh my god, this is a very messy game.
Oh, and he's also slowed down.
He's
He's
dead.
gonna
They
die
get the
once more.
point. I don't know what's happening anymore. Wow, what is happening? They're just coming, respawning, picking the gems, dying, and respawning again.
This game is super messy. I mean,
Yeah.
Brawl Stars' original name was Slugfest, and this is everything like a
They
Slugfest.
might get a reset again. Wow.
Swanky, swanky.
Sudarshan needs to camp now. He needs to find a good grass to camp on, but no, he's already exposed. He's got into a corner. Wait, wait. Okay.
Oh my god! Oh my
Wow.
god! Oh my god! It looked like a reset again.
Okay.
Okay, they force a game 5. We are gonna be going to hot potato next. That was a highlight of a game.
I don't know. I just feel like it should have been comfortable, but obviously they are under pressure and they.
The number of resets, Swanky getting that kill was just insane. I still can't believe the number of resets that they were able to get. At one
Right.
point, it looked like they were gonna win everything.
Yeah, the one time where they got a double kill and on the top bottom right corner where there were like
Mhm.
20 gems just staying there, I feel like there was a slight chance where Swanky could have got away with the gems, but on like his luck was bad that there was a Mortis right in front of him respawning.
Mhm. Vader's 9K's magical powers saved them from a 0.5 second. Munit says apparently this is a tournament.
Oh yeah, it is.
Mm. I feel like if it's that easy, why don't we see you here next time, Munit? I mean, I would like to see how you play in tournaments as well. That would be great. Vader
Me?
9K lives in my heart. No, I'm talking chat. Somebody said that this is apparently a tournament, so said if it's that easy, they should come here. Oh, okay.
We're in game.
We are in game. Rex getting some good kills on Start Clash and Swanky Ninja there. Sudarshan jumping on to Prashant getting that kill there. It's not able to survive that much longer. Vader is going to go for that safe damage there. Does
Wow,
start
Rex.
bullying Prashant. Gets taken out. Rex is just playing an insane dynamite there.
Yeah, Rex has been playing amazing. Sudarshan can get a little more damage. I don't think he should have gone for the dodge rather than just die and get some more damage. But I guess he's doing a good job distracting.
He has been doing a good job distracting. Prashant did get that kill on the bull by that stun there, and it looks like Rex does get taken out by Prashant. So Prashant has also been playing really good dynamite there.
Sudarshan had a very good maneuver just then. He like got a couple people low and got a couple kills as well with his jumps solely. So what this team is doing right now is this: they're going one by one, getting some damage, and dying after that. This might work, but there will be a point where if they keep doing it recklessly and they might die altogether and they lose complete control. But right now, it
Start
doesn't seem like it.
Starting got very greedy against Sudarshan. He had Sudarshan in the bag, but he got super greedy, and that basically ensured that he died against Sudarshan. And now they do manage to take out Sudarshan. 48% damage
Yeah.
done onto their safe. 52 seconds left in the clock. Starting trying to get Rex there, but isn't getting the pinch. He does get the pinch now. And we have about 45 seconds left in the clock. Sudarshan going in, not able to get that trade that he was looking for.
But he did get off quite a lot of utilities. He wasted one Sandy stun and one Dyna stun. A really good super by Rex. Rex got a double kill. Wow, that was a very good Dyna play right there. Like going
Mm-hmm.
against a speed max as a Dyna is not a very fun thing for the Dyna, but he's doing an insane job right now. That's a good collapse. Weather can get a couple more hits on the safe. If they get rid of the Dyna right now, I think they win the game already because others don't have any more damage. Yeah, I think that's wow. Okay, wait.
That's very close.
Wow. Okay, that's game
Oh,
five.
they just about managed to win it by 3%.
They should have taken care of the Dyna when they respawned, but yeah, nonetheless they won the game.
I have to say, like, a lot of difference came in from Rex. Sudarshan's jumps were a hit or miss. It wasn't always like the best jump. Even Vader's rush towards sometimes he didn't rush to the objective. Sometimes he just rushed to a dynamite and didn't even trade. So I feel like Rex kind of made a lot of the difference there. He did outplay Sargent a few times there, and that's probably why they won. But it was
Yeah.
by 3%, so that was very close. They have forced a game six. We are going to be going into Shooting Star in Bounty.
What do you think? I'll ask you now because this doesn't require any pro player perspective. What do you think
Oh,
are they playing now?
ouch.
No, I didn't mean
Mm,
to target you. I'm just saying that I feel like comps are
uh,
predictable now. I expect to see a Mortis to be honest.
so I would say I would say it would be dumb to run a trolley comp now, considering it is close. I mean, if uh, Tryhards do lose this game, they basically force like a double match point, right? And that is like that's a very risky proposition, especially with all the money which is on the table. But if they are going to be running something trolley, I would expect like a Frank Byron, a BB or something like that. I would like to see something like a triple tank versus a conventional comp. And I think that if any team would run like a triple tank or a healer double tank, it would probably be Tryhards.
Probably. Or they can just go serious and try to end this.
Yeah, I mean, personally, if I was put in this situation after trolling for so many games, I would just decide to end it and run like a proper, like feasible competitive comp,
Yeah.
something very meta,
A
and
Gene,
that's
Tara, and a
exactly what they
Pan
do.
from them. Yeah, they did get a serious con, but I don't really have anything to comment because I haven't seen a Tara on this map. I think they predicted the Mortis and went Tara in that case, but they're still getting like insane pressure onto them. They push them back till spawn. Sudarshan can sprinkle them and keep them low. Yeah, that's what he does, and they get a double kill. That was insane. That was very good team play from all three of them.
But I have to say one thing though is that Rex has already exhausted two of his Terra pets shadow
Yeah,
gadget thingies, and this is the third one, so they don't have that utility to move up anymore. Rex also doesn't have a super right now, so it's going to be hard for them maneuvering from this point onwards. And like Sudarshan has only the opportunity to pull Sergeant because let's be honest, the Piper's always going to be staying away, and as Nani pulling a Nani is just like a death sentence honestly.
yeah,
So it just looks like it's going to be a tryhards game because what happened was that what was the other team? What happened was Dark Omen expected a trolley comp and chose a very good counter comp to that trolley comp. Did not expect a conventional comp to come out at all, and they're basically paying for over predicting at this point.
yeah. I don't think the Tara pull is gonna get any value. The only thing I can see right now for in okay, never mind. The only favor I saw before was Jean to push up from the left side and then getting possession. Pam taking a couple shots, pushing up, getting possession, and finally they get a good team wipe in the end. But I don't think it's possible at this point.
I feel like the only way to actually maneuver this was if, like, Tara had Healing Shade and they moved up together.
Yeah, it's still possible.
As
If they get the Piper pull, yeah, I think they will. Nice. Wow, wait. They need to
oh,
get the kill on Surgeon. They need to get. Okay, never mind. That's
oh,
game.
never mind. That is a game. That was close
First
towards the end,
freeze.
but I have to feel I feel bad for Dark Omen considering the fact that they did choose a comp which I feel is a perfect comp for taking on a Tryhards. It's just the they didn't expect Tryhards to run a conventional ladder comp. I'm sorry, meta
Yeah.
comp. Like
Like
honestly, like I
Atara is never played here unless you expect a Mortis.
yeah, and that's exactly what they expected. Uh, but they could have possibly made some kind of difference if like the healing shade was pushed back like a super just used for the healing utility and they moved up together as a unit with the pam heals and the healing puffs coming in they'd have so much of health that I don't think Sergeant on the max or Swanky on the Piper could deal with it, but they didn't move up as a consolidated team, which is probably why they ended up losing. But obviously, they didn't have the comp as well. So the winners today are Tryhards, followed by your runner-ups being Dark Omen, and your third place team being Innocence, and your fourth place team being Monarchy. I hope you guys enjoyed today's Brawl Stars Finals Grand Finals of Season 4, brought to you by Critical X. If you guys want to participate in future tournaments and possibly be featured on this live stream, please download the Game TV app. The link is in the description below, along with joining their Discord server so you can participate in future tournaments by joining the Discord server. So make sure you guys do that and follow Critical X on Twitter. Subscribe to them on YouTube. Make sure you guys like the stream. And I am Panda, your caster, along with Instinct, your co-caster. Instinct's Twitter is Instinct Brawl. I am Panda BS. I hope you guys enjoyed the series of tournaments today. Any closing remarks, Instinct?
It was very fun again, and I hope to see you guys, like most of the new players, to participate in this and show some amazing plays for us to appreciate and comments. Thank you.
Thank you guys. It's been great, and I guess I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.